Hi, so this time we have a 3 handicap game that ended up by a close margin. This time white managed to win because black just messed up a few opportunities towards the end. So let's check it up. A very unusual move by white to reduce the influence at k10. Actually, in this position, black can already attack the corner. So either r5 or q5 to take away white's shimari. Playing this Joseki looks pretty good for black, especially having the 3 handicap stones. Also playing the low Kakari, which is more often seen nowadays, it's fine, then extend for a base. Back in the day, black would play 3 spade jump, but nowadays it's more popular to go to spade jump. Also, when playing 3 spade jump, you may think that white invades right away, but that's not such a big problem. Black can go out with fighting spirit and surround that stone. So this is the way black will fight against the invasion. Well, it's also big to play a move like c10 or a sun and say a d10, but attacking the corner should be a priority in Fuseki. Then go for the side and eventually in the middle. So this kind of move, it's a little bit unusual. Why should approach the top right corner or the top left and then extend loose in order to catch up for the handicap difference? Playing here, it's really unusual. So black got another big point. Well, black can still think about approaching the corner first. So this should be the top priority to prevent the corner enclosure or shimari. Once again, black can approach the corner. Or in this case, when white already got a middle side extension like j4, it's safer to play a far approach, r6, and then extend back to r9. This way, black keeps some distance and doesn't get into trouble. So another middle side extension. Playing the middle side extension allows white get the shimari, and this large shimari looks pretty well in conjunction with j4. But overall, it's still good for black. Now black can reinforce the corner at f3 and later think about invading the bottom area. In the end, even if white managed to enclose this side, if you look all over the board, white has only stones on half of the bottom side and black has spread his stones all over the board. So it's a good development for black so far. q13, it's playable, but black can still think about ways to damage the lower right area. Anyway, this is quite conservative and not too bad. So white should approach the corner to expand the bottom side faster and then either invade the top left because it's double wing formation there. So for example, playing here, this Joseki, it's center for white, and then he can invade the top right too, either like this or attach and now fix a base in the top this way. White should also think about other areas except the bottom and lower right. This is a very good move, trying to prevent the invasion. It's also possible to play d17 or c16. c16 will focus more on the left side, but nothing wrong to play c17. That's a good move for white, so taking away the nice spot from your opponent, it's always key. Now white comes inside right away. That feels like a desperate invasion. White should consider a move to reduce the moyo and then attach once and then invade the left side or play another cap. White stones are facing the center, so he should focus more on trying to build a large middle and give a sense to his k10, which was his original move. Now, playing the low approach, it's a bit unusual. In order to put a lot of pressure on c13, black should consider the move from the outside on the 4th line. And then, of course, push that group towards the thickness in the top. So like this, even if white manage to live inside, let's say this will happen, and white can make some eye shape. Black gets a lot of outside thickness and then block here one time in order to seal the box. Another way to attack would be cap, and then when white comes out, black will jump, hane. Then even if white captures one stone, black is going to build attacking. So the left side gets pretty big, the top side becomes territory, and white probably needs another move to stay safe here. And then just play away. So playing low feels like a good exchange for c13 to force the second line defense, and now white can just jump out lightly. Then if black pushes again, white can jump under. This way black is not going to build too many points attacking from below. That's why it's more interesting to play from the outside. Go up, it's okay. Then some jump to put pressure. Black can do this, or cap, and then induce his way out into the middle. White is still on the run here. So black can build more points in the top and the left side, forcing white connect on neutral points in the middle. This is actually a nice move, g16, to connect the d16 to k17 and build like 20-30 points in the top. White still needs to run out. In fact, white should run in the other direction, towards k10. That's a good jump. Still keeps the pressure on white. And now this block is actually a little bit dangerous. Black can think about the cut, but it's good enough to play a Keima. Then white has to jump out again and then reinforce the left side. Well, d7 is also a pretty solid move. It's just that it leaves the invasion of c3 available to white here. But now black can just play away. Attack this area. Playing f4, black can double up at d3, so his corner is pretty big. Consume is possible too, but then when white blocks, black needs another move to secure the corner. Playing this kind of approach gives white a good shape when white connects. So playing, for example, peep this way, when white connects, white is in an empty triangle. And that's a bad shape. Then black can pull back, and now white has to run out again. This is the way for white to escape to the middle. But usually you don't want to peep at the cutting point, so as long as black can cut, black can think about cutting right away. Well, something like this can happen. Then it's a little bit dangerous for the top left corner. So hunter can become hunted. Therefore, black shouldn't cut right away. But playing h4, which forces the connection, it's an ajikeshi. It just helps white get rid of the weakness there. So better don't play anything if you don't know how to proceed immediately. I mean, there are three options here: the cut, the peep, and the other peep. And it's better to wait and choose the right thing to do later on, when you see how the game develops more. So this is like a thank you move or a doctor move, fix the problem. Instead of getting ahead, black can peep here and just leave the position like that. And now play away. Now it's interesting to invade the bottom side. If white makes a shimari, black goes for a base. If white plays the pincer, black can invade the corner in san-san, then push one more, hane, and just take away the corner. So it's like a basic joseki where you approach, you start with this move, then white pincers, and you invade the corner. So Nobi here can be a little bit slack. Pushing from behind, it's also slow. White has came out like this, or came out like this. And anyway, white is pretty much connected to the center, so white can just play away. Attach and invade the corner, it's an option. Like this. In center. Then invade the other corner. I think something like this happened later on in the game, so we will get to that point shortly. So white push again. Black played another loose extension, and this actually invites white in Sun at R17. So instead of doing that, it's better to protect the corner at P17. Now it's much harder for white to live inside the corner. If something like this happens, black can kill the corner unconditionally because of the MI between A and B. So if white goes down here, black connects under. If white takes the two stones, black just hane and destroys the second potential eye. But playing the loose extension, white can jump in Sun and white will just live unconditionally. White can also take the peep. It's good timing to play it now. It gives black a bad shape here, and then hane and connect. So now white is alive, and there's still the cut at P17 or the clamp at O18. Black might even play another move. And if you look at this position, it feels like M16 was a waste, because black just got over concentrated in the top, but he lost all the points in the top right corner. That's why it's better to play P17 or Q17. At least black is building the corner, and if white jumps inside the top to destroy it, black can just cap and kill everything. It's very difficult for those stones to escape. Not enough room to build twice. So this will be maximum one eye. It's surrounded and dead. So white is happy to live in the corner. Well, this move can wait actually. And black should invade the bottom, because if white cuts right away, black can extend, and if white plays the clamp, black can block, then attack from the outside and block again. So even if white damage a few points around P18, black also takes some compensation by playing O3 and then destroy this corner. Let's suppose this happens. So destroying the R3 corner worth more than protecting the P18 area. So this would be enough for black to win the game. Now white just adds another move here, and then it's much more difficult to enter the lower side. This jump is not bad to reduce the bottom. But next, black should think about the Keima like this in order to separate K10 from the bottom side. In fact, white should just play this kind of block to keep his stones connected, and then here. So black is playing a little bit conservative in this area, and even jumping like this, white can still break some points later on. White should actually connect here, and then keep all these points. It's big for black to play F2 and E2 in order to prevent the Sun invasion and later clamp at H2. So white needs another move to protect. Should hane first, then white will go up or no B. And this is center for black, and now jump between the groups to damage more. Well, earlier, when white plays this N4, black should attach in the corner at R3 to see how white reacts. Now, if white really wants to kill this cornerstone, he needs to play the hane. Playing no B will not work. Black can just leave inside. Similar sequence like the top right. So this will damage lots of points in the corner and also keep center, then jump in the center. So when black plays the attach in the corner in R3, the Sun, white can hane, but now black has a crosscut. So again, this can be tricky how to respond in order to kill everything. It's not too easy. White can extend like this, or extend this way, or play some Atari. But usually in crosscuts like this, one wants to extend. So let's say white extends p3 because the bottom side is the most open area for him. So you always want to keep the larger area safe, or block the wider side. Black will Atari under once. Then black can push again at s5, or simply go down r2. Now when s5, hanging connection for I shape. When white blocks here, simply s2 and it's alive. So black can at least damage the corner, and it's about 15 points damage, and build 3 points for himself. If white wants to kill with s2, it doesn't work. Black will s1, then when white goes down, black can make a second die at r1. So this would be a bigger life. But this happens many times because white doesn't know these two may go around double digit Q level, and they always try to kill with a 2-2 point. So just playing f6 feels a little bit slow because white can still enter from this direction. White shouldn't block the points at g5, it's nothing. Right now it's interesting to play the sun invasion, then hane, and push again. Or if black plays here, Atari, and take one stone in center, then reduce from the other side. And now black has to play another move to stay connected here. And then just peep once, attach to reinforce the right side. And I think if you look all over the board, white might be slightly ahead because the bottom side became pretty large. Let me check score estimator real quick. Oh, it still feels like a very close game. Black also got a lot in the top. Oops, jump back too much. So the actual game, white protected g5. Black jumps between the groups, that's good. Push again, fine. Then black is trying to build some points here while attacking the group. In fact, it's interesting for black to go down to prevent the sun invasion and play hane also on the first line. Everything is center for black here. Then enter the right side with s8. So this way black can reduce lots of points. Also, it's good enough for black to play the attach, then go down, then bump, and hane in center, and then jump in the middle. So let's see the actual game here. Just jump. Black can push in center like this, threatening to cut and then clamp. And if white goes down, black will cut like that. If white connects, black will block. And if white cuts here, black goes down. If hane, tsuke, hane, nobi, then connect against the cuts. So hane, then white extends. The problem is black stones don't connect so well in the top, this m13 with k15. So pushing like this will hurt m13. It's better not to play anything. Just try to connect in the middle like this. If white pushes again, black will block. Okay, this jump was good. Go back to safety. Cut here is fine. And here should just nobi. Then when white pushes again, black will block. Jumping leaves other cutting points like this. Then Atari. And fight the ko. This hane it's okay to block. The double hane was too much. Well, white can play the cut right away and then squeeze and catch two stones in the middle. if black plays Atari here, then Atari from the outside and connect, and now he hurts the stones on the right. So black needs to double up, then white can enclose the right side. This way black cuts and extends, so p11 got punished. It was to block, nothing happens. Well, white still needs to go back and protect. Just like this. White is actually afraid of dying in the middle, so probably he doesn't have time to save 2 stones. It would be better to jump and make an eye on the side. This is safe. Well, that happened later in the game. So white captured a few stones. Black captured a few stones. Yeah, this is good. Well, white should Atari again and then connect. Playing Atari from the inside, white just lost an extra stone. So now Shimari. This felt like black is going to win the game now, after capturing those 5 stones for no compensation. This Hane is a good code threat, you don't have to use it now. Right now it's still good to play S8 and damage the right side. All these moves are sente. Then leave it like this and reinforce the bottom area. Well, S9 is possible too. That's fine. And then T8 it's a sente follow-up. Oh, trying to kill here it's a little bit too much. Black should just make the points on the left side and force white add another move inside. So we gotta keep in mind that this game was won by white by 2.5 points, I think, or 3.5. So this is already a big difference, playing c15 to force white play inside. Otherwise, oh, that empty triangle is strange. Either block like this to keep center, but you see the difference. J12 it's -1 point, and also white grab a few points around B15, so that's like 4 or 5 points difference only in this area. White should actually pull back, and when black blocks, white can play an attach. This is center, then Hane under, and white got the eye on the left side in center and also the eye in the middle. So now white can play other moves. This is center too. So how's the score now? Still close. So actually black is still looking good. White could connect solid. Playing here, white needs to answer this turn too. This block is not so big right now. White is already alive. It's much bigger to play E2 and everything, oops, center on the bottom side. So white jumps in the corner. That's the last big endgame move to play. Cut is good. Here black should double up. It's a better shape. Now white can push once here and push once here, and that's it. If white comes out, black will always capture the 2 stones. Playing this empty triangle can change the fight a little bit, but it's still okay for black. Yeah, playing this block is losing the game. Black should go B2. When white turns, black blocks, Atari connect, but black only has 2 liberties. So if Hane here, Atari, and is done, it works to play Atari here too, because of capturing the stone in center and then kill the other 3. Now, if white tries the cut, it still doesn't work, because black can capture the 3 stones faster. So this is the fatal mistake, blocking on the outside to give up the C2 corner, instead of saving C2 and kill the 2 stones. The difference here is quite large. It's more than 10 points. So this cost black the game towards the end. That's a pity. Now instead of playing Q19, black has T18, which is a 4 sequence throw in, Now if white captures a stone, black can take 2, and if white captures here, black can force more, and in the end the corner, it's only like 4 points for white, actually 5 because of the capture, but still it's smaller than when you look at it like this. Like this, it feels like it's going to build 6-7 points. So from here on, there are only small moves left. This is not Sente. Black can play away. Let's say T18, connect, throw in, and take 2 stones. So if white cuts on the left side, black can go Atari, white comes out, and black can make twice. Nothing to worry about. Also, it works to play Atari from the outside, then block. And when turn, just connect. When Hane here, make an eye. If white tries to approach and play Atari, it doesn't work. It's one eye versus no eye. Meari Menashi. So playing inside here, it's -1 point. Shows that black was afraid of some Aji, but he didn't read it out properly. This is a 2-point Sente, very good. Capturing here is good too. This move is no need. Still interesting to play the combination in the corner. And damage those points in Sente. This is the right defense. Actually here it's better for white to play Atari and then wedge and leave that as a ko. And then play away. And later fight the ko. And now it's just counting. So white won by a few points. But that happened because of capturing this c2 and damage all the points in the corner. This was supposed to be all black's corner. So it's a pretty big difference. Well, black had to be a little more active at times in this game. Enjoy the review.